Aries, Sun, Moon and Rising, here's your Tarotscope for the week ahead. As ever, I release these videos each week, so be sure to hit the subscription and notification bell so that you don't miss a reading in future. Otherwise, you can sign up to the email notifications that come straight to your inbox via the pinned comment below. We start off with the Two of Swords. It's Moon in Libra, and Libra is all about balance. It's all about duality. It's this pan of the scale versus this pan of the scale. And when Moon comes into that energy, it can sometimes indicate the unknown, because obviously Moon is the more, it lacks the illumination of the Sun. So don't be surprised this week if you're really weighing up options and there's a kind of quite a heightened sense of ambivalence for you this week. Should I stay? Should I go? Should I do that? Should I do this? And those answers may not necessarily come quickly and readily this week, but that's no great shakes. This is also compounded by the fact that we have the Five of Swords, the Lord of Conflict, within your reading, which is it's kind of a war of the mind. Yes, it can sometimes talk about conflict with other people, but that's not so much given here. It's much more about a war of the minds, of lots of different ideas battling themselves out, and giving a bit of a kind of headache of, oh, I'm not entirely sure which way to go. I don't know what idea is best. When those instances happen, I often prescribe moving into more of a receptive state. The issue is we so often feel like we have to determine things and figure stuff out. And the fact that we've got this full moon in Virgo energy at the moment is emphasizing just that, of actually it's much more useful for him to be reflective and stand back and get objective on things rather than be subjective. How much are you able to zoom out on your current circumstances so you get a full understanding of it? There's a feeling that you might have had your nose quite close to the paper for some time, and again, that can be an energy that's seen with this full moon in Virgo. So it's all about perspective. It's all about receptivity. This is very much emphasized by the Three of Wands in reverse. Three of Wands upright is usually a sign of being able to see the landscape, get a bigger picture of things, being able to see things on a larger scale. But the fact that it's reversed means that we're lacking some bird's eye view, a macro view on our situation and circumstance. The recourse to kind of overcome some of these energies is expressed with the Ace of Cups, as I mentioned. It's all about filling your own cup. There was a Scorpio, I believe, was doing this really, really well. So you might want to go and check out their video on some kind of hints and insights of how to overcome that. But it is very much being heart-centered, heart-led, rather than getting stuck in the mind. One useful tip can often be taking that elevator down from head into heart and seeing what your heart wants to guide you on this week. Because it's because you're the sign of Aries, normally you're wanting to kind of get stuck into things and charge ahead with things and kind of get the ball rolling, so to speak. But this week, yeah, it's not about that. It's much more about pulling back, as I mentioned here. We've also got the King of Pentacles within your spread. It is a very grounded energy, a very centered energy, but it's also an energy of achievement and accomplishment. Something that I was saying particularly to, let me remember, earth signs, Taurus, was about, and actually interestingly enough, King of Pentacles is ruled by Taurus, but giving yourself a pat on the back and recognizing much more of what you have done rather than what you haven't done. And this is a very, very common message that's coming across the board this week. Does that help? Is that useful? Does that key up with what you have planned for the week ahead? Let me know in the comments below if it does. But until next time, have a great week. Bye for now.